A severe thunderstorm watch in effect for parts of the area. Hey, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tom Wachs. 3:50 here on this Wednesday, July 8th. Let's do a deep dive into what's going on. A severe thunderstorm watch has been issued for areas north of Milwaukee. So this is Ozaukee, Washington, Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Sheboygan Counties. And this runs until 10 o'clock tonight. As we take a look at what's going on across the state, we do have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings farther to the north. Otherwise, the severe thunderstorm watch goes up to Door County and west into Minnesota and parts of Iowa as well. So here's a look at the radar. We are dry, warm, and humid. Just a couple of spotty showers in our northern counties right now. Nothing concerning at the moment. Up to the north, that's severe weather. Look at that nasty line developing as it's going to head towards Green Bay. So some stronger storms over places like Lake Winnebago and then up stretching towards the Green Bay area. That's going to miss us off to the north. So the question for us becomes what happens with this activity off to the west. You can see storms kind of moving southeast on the Minnesota and Iowa border right now and more storms firing off to the north of La Crosse. So let's zoom this out just so you can kind of get a better idea here. Everything is still sort of coming together at the moment, and we'll see how, if it survives as it moves into southeastern Wisconsin. Worth noting here, a lot of times the Storm Prediction Center will actually put out a watch and kind of put some buffer in the southern counties and northern counties. So we may be in that buffer zone, meaning that the strongest storms may stay off to our north, but we'll see what happens here tonight. Let me show you some of the latest model data that's coming in here, some of our high resolution model data. And what you're going to notice here is just more scattered thunderstorms coming into play. So let's take a look. As we go throughout the evening, here's 6 o'clock, and you'll notice there's not a whole lot to talk about, right? I think it's going to be after about 7 o'clock when we see some scattered thunderstorms coming into play. You'll notice it's mainly in our northern counties here, but again, we'll have to see how everything moves. The main threat will be strong winds in addition to heavy rainfall. This will continue until about 10 to 11 o'clock, should fall apart overnight with a couple of showers, and then scattered showers and thunderstorms on Thursday, I think widely scattered. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s around noon in Milwaukee, and then dropping in the afternoon near the lake into the 70s as the wind comes in off of Lake Michigan. More scattered storms into Thursday night. Now, kind of getting more into the science of this here, this is not like last week. We do have a cold front that's coming in, so that's causing the lift here. However, the instability is strong because it's warm out. In fact, let's take a look at that. I'll show you the current temperatures and also the dew points. Let's take a look at this. I'll pull that up here. And it is warm. It is humid right now. And so that's providing the instability. It's 84 in Milwaukee, 88 West Bend, 86 in Waukesha. But look at these dew points. I mean, they're in the 70s. So it's toasty. It's humid. So that's providing the instability in the atmosphere, meaning it's warm at the surface, it's colder aloft. And so as that warm air rises, it cools, and if the air above us is cool enough, well, then you're going to get those thunderstorms to form. That's what's called instability. The wind shear, that's the other component of this. So if you were to get into a hot air balloon and you were to go up, the winds would get a little stronger, but it's not terribly strong right now. You'd want those winds not only to be turning as you go up, but also get stronger for strong thunderstorms to continue along their path. Sustainability, I guess, might be the best term there, to sustain themselves when it comes to that wind shear. That's a big component. The wind shear is not overly strong right now, and so what that means is more clustering of thunderstorms and slow movement. So we could have gusty winds because of some drier air aloft, and that could move into the storm. And because drier air is heavy, we could actually see some of that sink down, what we call precipitation loading within that drier air. So that's certainly something that could happen with some of the gusty winds, but also heavy rain because of the lack of super strong winds above us. The storms are moving somewhat slow. So that's kind of the long answer for you. Scattered thunderstorms as we go throughout the night tonight, especially north of Milwaukee. Strong winds, heavy rain being the main threat. I don't think this is going to be a major major severe weather night or anything like that. But again, stay tuned. That severe thunderstorm watch north of Milwaukee remains in effect until 10 o'clock.